Look at these two sentences. I went to the shop. I've gone to the shop. Why are these both wrong? Well, loads of my subscribers have requested a video on the difference between I went and I have gone, and I'm sure you've made mistakes with this too. So in this lesson, I'm going to explain the difference clearly and simply so that you can stop making this mistake in English grammar and talk about the past clearly and accurately. I'm also going to explain a huge mistake that students like you make all the time with the word gone, which you really need to stop making. So, are you ready? Okay, before I can explain the difference between I went and I have gone, we first need to look at which tenses these are. I went is the past simple, and I have gone is the present perfect. Now, I'll tell you more about these tenses in a second, but if you're new here, I'm Greg. I help you master English grammar and British pronunciation so you can speak clearly and understand native speakers easily. And as always, with my English grammar lessons, I've made a free worksheet for you with a test so you can remember everything that you learn in this lesson and test yourself to check that you've really understood everything. The link is up there, and when you download that, I'll also send you a PDF which explains clearly and simply how to use all 12 tenses in English. Okay, there's another link in the description, or you can scan the QR code in the corner of the screen. Okay, so as I was saying, I went is an example of the past simple, and I have gone is an example of the present perfect. Now, in general, we use the past simple when we're talking about a time period that has completely finished. Think of time expressions like last night, last month, last summer, in 2022, when I lost my first tooth. Okay? These are all time periods that are completely finished. They're done, they're in the past. Okay? It's history. But the present perfect is different. The name says it all, really. Present perfect. Okay, so it connects the past with the present. And we use the present perfect to talk about time periods that started in the past but are still happening now. So, time periods like today, this week, this year, in my life, or ever, so far. Okay, these are all time periods that started in the past, but they haven't finished yet. Now, there's one more reason we use the present perfect, and that is when something happened in the past, but it has a clear result or effect right now. For example, I've broken my glasses. That action happened in the past, but the result is still affecting me now because I can't see properly, okay? Because my glasses are broken. Now, if you want a special tip so that you always know which tense to use, past simple or present perfect, there are some secret words that you can look for in sentences, and these words have the answers, okay? These words tell you which tense you need to use, so you never make a mistake. And I tell you all those secret words in that video there. So definitely make sure you watch that after this one. Okay, let's go back to the original question. What's the difference between I went and I have gone? Well, as I went is in the past simple, we use this when we're talking about a completed action in the past, in a time period that is completely finished. For example, Liverpool won the Champions League in 2019. It's the past simple. I went to Madrid to watch the game. True story. What a night. Okay? But do you see? It's clear. 2019 is finished. The trip is done and the action is complete. So we use I went. Another example. I need to buy some milk, but I just went to the shop yesterday. Here, yesterday is finished. So we use the past simple, went. Now, before we look at when to use I've gone, we quickly need to look at the verb go, because there are actually two different present perfect forms of this verb. I've gone and I've been. Been is how we often pronounce it when we're speaking quickly, not been. Okay, so they are both the present perfect, but they don't mean the same thing. So, when do we use gone and when do we use been? Well, here's the rule. We use gone when the person went somewhere and is still in that place. And we use been when the person went and came back. Let me show you a couple of examples so you can see this in action. Where is she? Oh, she's gone to the gym. She's gone to the gym. That means that she left the house and she is at the gym now. And she hasn't come home, obviously, because she's at the gym now. Okay? She might be on her way home, but she hasn't returned home. However, if I say she's been to the gym, that means she went to the gym, she did her workout, she did her exercise, and she came home. So the whole trip is finished. Okay, what about this? She went to the gym last night. Well, as I said before, if we mention a finished time period that's in the past, like last night, we need the past simple. So here we use went. Okay, don't worry. All this is included in the free PDF with plenty more examples too. So download that and so you can actually use it in the practical questions that I give you in the test. Okay, the link is in the description. Right. Let's go back to those two sentences at the beginning of this lesson. I went to the shop. I have gone to the shop. Well, hopefully, now you can see why both of these sentences could be wrong. Let's say someone asks, where are you? You reply, I went to the supermarket. Well, that doesn't really make sense because I went suggests that the trip is over and finished. But in this case, you're still there. You are at the supermarket. So what should you say? I've gone to the supermarket? I mean, that would be correct if someone else is saying that about you. Like, hey, where's Dad? Oh, he has gone to the supermarket. That's fine. Okay? Dad left earlier. Dad is in the supermarket now. Okay? Dad has gone to the supermarket. But if it's me who's talking and I am still at the supermarket, I would not say I've gone to the supermarket. Instead, I would say I've come to the supermarket or simply I'm at the supermarket. Because when we're talking about a place where we are now, we usually use come and not go. Okay, come for here, go for there. Okay, so let's just have a quick summary and talk about the huge mistake that people make with gone. But before we do, if you've liked this lesson and if you want to reach an advanced level of English, you should probably subscribe to this channel because I have lots of videos that help you take your English to an advanced level, and I have many, many, many more great ones planned for the future. And if you don't subscribe, you'll miss them. So make sure you subscribe. Okay, quick summary. We use went when the action is complete, when the time period is finished. For example, I went to the cinema on Friday. We use have gone when the person went somewhere and is still there, like he has gone to the bank, okay, he is at the bank now. And be careful, because we don't use have gone to talk about yourself. It can be correct in other grammar structures, but not when you're talking about where you are right now. And that is the most common mistake with gone that I hear from students like you. So here are some really common mistakes that I hear from students like you. I've gone to New York 3 times. No, I've been to New York 3 times. Because, well, you're not in New York now, are you? You're talking about 3 visits that you have done in your life, and your life is a time period that has not finished. So we need the present perfect, and we need been and not gone, because you're not there now. I've never gone to Disneyland. No, I've never been to Disneyland, because again, you're talking about a completed trip. You're not talking about the fact that you are in Disneyland now. I've gone to Rome when I was a kid. No. When I was a kid is a time period that is in the past. It's finished. It's history. So we need the past simple here. I went to Rome when I was a kid. So there you go. You now know the difference between I went and I have gone. But do you know all the situations when we use the present perfect or past simple? Probably not, but that video has all the secret words that tell you exactly when to use each tense. So you definitely want to watch that video. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.